Hello everyone, welcome to Brainytainment, your one-stop channel for all things science, health, and wellness. We're here to unravel the mysteries of the human body, to explore the wonders of nature, and to break down complex health topics into easy-to-understand, digestible content. Our mission is to empower you with knowledge, so you can lead a healthier, happier life. We're not just about information, we're about transformation. Today we delve into a commonly misunderstood health issue, chronic fatigue syndrome. Chronic fatigue syndrome, also known as CFS, is a long-term illness with a wide range of symptoms. It's a condition that's often misunderstood, yet it impacts countless individuals worldwide. The most defining characteristic of this syndrome is persistent fatigue. But it's not the ordinary tiredness you might feel after a long day or a sleepless night. This is fatigue that's profound, often debilitating, and doesn't improve with rest. CFS is a complex disorder, primarily because its symptoms can vary widely from person to person. It's not simply about feeling tired all the time. The fatigue is often accompanied by a host of other symptoms that can make daily life a challenge. Some people with CFS may experience headaches, muscle or joint pain, and even difficulties with memory or concentration. Moreover, the fatigue in chronic fatigue syndrome is often worsened by physical or mental activity. This is a phenomenon known as post-exertional malaise, where symptoms become more severe following even minor exertions. Imagine feeling utterly drained after a short walk or a simple task like making a cup of tea. That's the reality for many individuals living with CFS. Another important aspect to understand about CFS is that it's not a condition that can be diagnosed with a simple test. Instead, it's a process of exclusion, meaning doctors must rule out other illnesses that have similar symptoms before they can diagnose someone with chronic fatigue syndrome. But the complexity of CFS shouldn't discourage us from seeking to understand it. Instead, it should serve to highlight the importance of recognizing its impact on those who live with it every day. CFS can be a debilitating condition, but with understanding and awareness, we can support those affected and contribute to the ongoing search for effective treatments and hopefully a cure. CFS is a complex disorder, and to understand it better, let's look at its symptoms. The most common symptom of chronic fatigue syndrome, or CFS for short, is extreme tiredness or fatigue that doesn't improve with rest. But it's not just about feeling tired. Those with CFS often describe this fatigue as overwhelming and a different kind of tiredness than what they've experienced before. Now, fatigue isn't the only symptom. There's a whole array of signs that might suggest you're dealing with CFS. Many people with this condition experience sleep problems. You might struggle to fall asleep or stay asleep, or you might wake up feeling just as tired as when you went to bed. Muscle or joint pain is another common symptom. This isn't due to injury or heavy physical activity, but it's a persistent pain that doesn't seem to have a clear cause. This pain can occur in multiple areas of your body, making it difficult to pinpoint a specific source. Now, imagine having a constant headache. Yes, that's another symptom of CFS. Frequent or recurring headaches can be quite distressing, and they're often different in intensity or location than your usual headaches. A sore throat that keeps coming back could also be a sign of CFS. It's not associated with a cold, flu, or any other known infections, but it's a persistent sore throat that seems to stick around. Feeling dizzy or nauseous when standing up, known as orthostatic intolerance, is another symptom. This happens because the body struggles to adjust blood pressure quickly enough to keep blood flowing to the brain when you stand up. Lastly, CFS can also impact your memory and concentration. You might find it difficult to focus, forget things easily, or feel mentally foggy. This cognitive impairment, often referred to as brain fog, can significantly affect your everyday life. These symptoms can be quite debilitating. But what causes chronic fatigue syndrome? Let's find out. The exact cause of chronic fatigue syndrome is unknown, but there are several theories. Diving deep into this intricate puzzle, one theory suggests that viral infections might be the culprit. Scientists have observed that some people develop chronic fatigue syndrome after having a viral illness, drawing a potential link between the two. However, no single virus has been identified as the definitive cause, making this an ongoing area of study. Another theory presents the immune system as a potential player. It's believed that in some people, the immune system may react abnormally to an infection or stress. leading to persistent fatigue. Some studies have found that individuals with chronic fatigue syndrome have a slightly impaired immune system, but it's unclear if this impairment is enough to actually cause the condition. Hormonal imbalances also enter the picture as a potential cause. Researchers have found that people with chronic fatigue syndrome sometimes experience abnormalities in hormone levels. However, these abnormalities aren't consistent across all patients, and it's uncertain whether these are a cause or a result of the condition. Some researchers also suggest a combination of factors might be at play. It's possible that chronic fatigue syndrome develops in individuals who have a genetic predisposition to the disorder, which is then triggered by a combination of viral infections, immune system problems, and hormonal imbalances. It's essential to remember that these are theories, and none has been definitively proven as the cause of chronic fatigue syndrome. The mystery persists, and research continues in the hope of unraveling this enigma. In the meantime, it's crucial to focus on what we can control. While the causes remain a mystery, there are ways to manage CFS. Let's explore these. Managing CFS involves a combination of lifestyle changes, dietary adjustments, and sometimes medication. So, let's delve into the various ways one can manage chronic fatigue syndrome. It's important to remember that there's no one-size-fits-all solution, and what works for one person might not work for another. It's a matter of trial and error, and most importantly, patience. First and foremost, rest is crucial. People with CFS often have a disrupted sleep pattern. Therefore, establishing a regular sleep routine can be helpful. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night and try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. It's also beneficial to create a restful sleep environment. This means a cool, dark, and quiet room, free of distractions. Next, a balanced diet plays a significant role in managing CFS. You can't run a car without fuel, and the same goes for your body. Nourishing your body with the right foods can help to improve energy levels. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains is generally recommended. Additionally, staying hydrated is crucial. Gentle exercise is another key factor. While strenuous exercise can exacerbate symptoms, gentle and graded exercise can be beneficial. It's about finding the right balance and listening to your body. Activities such as walking, yoga, and swimming can be good starting points. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, can also be an effective tool in managing CFS. This form of therapy helps you to change the way you think and behave. It can help you to manage your symptoms better, cope with pain, and improve your quality of life. Sometimes, medication may be needed to manage the symptoms of CFS. This could include painkillers, antidepressants, or sleep medications. However, always consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new medication. Despite the challenges, it is possible to live a fulfilling life with CFS. It's about finding what works for you, taking one day at a time, and most importantly, not losing hope. Never forget, you're stronger than you think. Chronic fatigue syndrome is a complex, long-term illness that can significantly impact one's quality of life. It's a condition that's not just about feeling tired, but is characterized by profound fatigue, sleep abnormalities, pain, and other symptoms that are made worse by exertion. In our journey today, we've explored chronic fatigue syndrome from its elusive nature to its diverse symptoms. We've delved into the possible causes and how they're not limited to one factor, but a combination of genetic, environmental, and hormonal elements. We've also looked at the management strategies for this syndrome. It's important to note that while there's no one-size-fits-all treatment, there are ways to manage the symptoms and improve the quality of life for those suffering from it. Lifestyle changes, cognitive behavioral therapy, and graded exercise therapy can be beneficial. It's a matter of finding what works best for each individual, as everyone's experience with chronic fatigue syndrome is unique. Remember, the key to managing any health condition is knowledge. Understanding chronic fatigue syndrome is the first step towards managing it. It's about learning to listen to your body, recognizing the symptoms, and seeking professional help when needed. That wraps up our exploration of chronic fatigue syndrome. We hope this information has been helpful and has shed some light on this often misunderstood condition. Thank you for joining us on Brainytainment. Remember to subscribe for more enlightening content on health and wellness. Stay informed, stay healthy,